What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us. This is Gather Five's Insert Anime. This is fall 2020. It's a little bit of a mixed bag. We got a show that hasn't quite finished yet. We got a bunch of shows that haven't quite started yet. And let's get into it.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've already been doing this for 2 seasons. So if you haven't watched any of that, go back and take a look because we've covered spring of 2020 and summer. But like Brandon said, we're going to roll right into it with something that's rolling over from summer. It's going to be Fire Force. This one's just going 24 episodes straight through. It's going through summer into fall, so we figured it'd be fair to bring it up here now. If you were late to the party and didn't watch it during summer whatsoever, you are missing out extremely, so you need to start. Not many cons with this anime. It's just good, in my opinion. Really good action from this season to the last season, and the animation's great, and I kind of care about the story now, where I didn't really care too much before. So, What do y'all think?
I've consistently liked everything about it the entire time.
Yeah.
The story's great. Characters are great. They put a lot of attention to detail into like the world building aspects of it, and they slide it in every now and then. They're just like, that was dirty, but they just whenever you're not expecting it, they throw in a little like a tidbit about how the world works that you didn't necessarily need to know, but it kind of makes a fuller story.
Yeah.
They've always been really good about doing that, and it's definitely a must-watch for anime fans. Every time that I don't know how many seasons they're gonna have, but they're all of them.
Yeah. Let me cut in real quick. We are gonna give it an S. We didn't discuss the grade. I apologize. So it's the first S of the fall, technically. And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the other videos for summer, I think it's deserving. S is pretty much perfect. You gotta, if you watch anime, you gotta get in that S tier. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's well deserving. I don't really have any complaints, and that normally there's like that one thing I can complain about. I don't really have it. So
Yeah, they don't really have like overtly what do they call that, filler episodes.
yeah.
Like
No,
they do filler episodes, but they're like filled with story element. They're not soup.
Good old soup.
Good old soup. But I don't know. They kill it. I mean, plot. I've cared about the story the entire time, ever since literally like the first episode. Like the train scene was sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the whole brother element takes me back to like some Full Metal Alchemist. Like everybody wants to save their brother, type shit. Like it's just great.
Yeah, and this one I actually called in whenever it first came out. I guess spring or whatever it was. I didn't think this anime was gonna be good. I was like, oh, it's the same by people that did Soul Reaper. That anime ended it like trash. I was like, this is gonna suck. But they've proven me wrong a little bit, So definitely check it out. Fire Force, give it an S. Again, like 12, 13 episodes are already out of season 2, so give it a go. You will not be disappointed. Next, we got another classic coming back for its third round here. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in a Dungeon?
One of the worst titles in anime history.
I feel like it's wrong to call it a classic.
I mean, I only watched the first season. I never watched the second season just because I've gotten so many. I'm stuck in a game, world type. It's not a game, but it's I'm stuck in a fantasy world type situation. Is it a game? It kind of is like a game.
It's not a game.
But you get XP and
they
stuff.
level.
Yeah.
They get XP and they level.
And it is
They're
good.
not
The first season, I gave it a chance, even though the name was insane. And it is good. It definitely is good. I just kind of got lost in the anime
It got
sauce.
lost in the Sword Art sauce.
Yeah, so maybe I'll pick up season 2, binge it in a day, and then come back on this because the animation
Pretty solid.
looks bonkers in this season, especially. It looks very. It reminds me of Tower God-esque in animation and color. Not exactly, but it looked similar.
And in story, because there's a tower.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, no, it's good. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, but
I've watched all of it.
Yeah, like Rob said.
There's technically 3 seasons.
True. Yeah.
But one of them you can skip if you don't get
Completely. Yeah, so it's not stuck in a game, but the characters do level up, but they don't have another like world that they come from. If you're unfamiliar
I mean,
of
how do they level up?
in that universe, they just get experience and level up. Yeah. It is good, though. And the name is kind of not... you read the name and you're like, oh, here we go. Kawaii! Yeah, but, like, it's not like that.
It has very little to do with the actual plot of it, so...
Yeah. So, give it a shot. We are giving that one a C. It's mainly because unfamiliar territory type situation. Like, it's kind of neutral ground. Like, it could elevate immediately to a B after, like, 3 episodes, and we're like, oh, wow, okay. But, you know, we wanted to be a little neutral, because it could easily, you know, go the way of this last season of Sword Art. But we don't know, necessarily. So, is it wrong to pick up Girls in a Dungeon? Season 3... Watch the other 2 seasons. They're on like Hulu. If you have it, you can definitely go in there and peep it up real quick. Again, we're going to give it a C, but not to discredit that anime. It is good. But it's kind of on that teeter-totter where it could be bad really quickly. You know? I wanted to at least explain that so you're not like, I'm not watching that shit. It's a C. But yeah, continuing on here. This is probably my favorite for the new season that I think is going to be good. But Jujutsu Kaisen. We are giving it a B. If you watch the trailer, which will be on the screen, it looks really good. It's kind of a little bit, at least, of a different storyline from a lot of things. It's like a world of curses. And the only way to get rid of your curse is to find a stronger curse. It seems a little weird, but I liked everything that was going on.
They explain it, but it's not like... It's just sort of a random rule they put in there. Okay. The preview episode, the first episode is out. If you guys want to watch the episode, they early released the first episode.
Yep.
It was good. Like the animation was like better in moments than I thought. It's kind of like a mix between, and this is going to be a hard thing to say for me, but not doing any of the worst parts of these animes and doing some of the best parts of them. It's kind of a mix between like Mob Psycho, God of High School, and like maybe Inuyasha. Or not Inuyasha, sorry. Inuyasha stuck in my head for a later thing.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I'm upset because you just said like 3 like heavy hitters with Yu Yu Hakusho being a home run.
So I'm not saying that this is going to be as heavy a hitter as any of the 3 of those. It definitely doesn't hit all the best parts of that, because like I don't think it's going to have the comedic value that Mob Psycho has, or the animation necessarily. But as far as the plot and kind of the way that this, like, it has all the tropiness of God of High School, and then the plot is kind of a combination of Yu Yu Hakusho and Mob Psycho.
Yeah. It looks good so far. Like the chick with the like little ice pistol gun thing. The characters look cool. You know, typical character who can't see, but he's out here just beating dudes up. Like,
there's a lot of potential.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it, and that's probably the one I'm most excited for. That's you know, new, because a lot of this season is very questionable. Like, I don't know, it could be good, it could not be. I think this one's gonna be steady. Jujutsu Kaisen, giving it a B. Stay tuned. That comes out very soon, 8 days from the day that this is airing, so I'll put the date in or something so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, look for it. Should be good. This next one I want to like really get bad, but I hope it doesn't suck. We got Noblesse. This one's going to get a D.
That's fair.
Because it could, for the same reason as Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, this season's very even, and we're giving it a lot of room to be like, I don't know, could be great, could be bad. This one, unfortunately, in the trailer gives you a couple things that you're immediately like, yo.
The trailer's bad.
Yeah. This is a manhwa, which is done by, mainly right now, Crunchyroll, where it's like a Korean manga, and they did God of High School. They did Tower of God. So 2 good ones. So we were like, oh, this is, you know, keeping up the trend of Crunchyroll, should be great. But the trailer was very... you had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, like that meme pops up.
The trailer is not too bad. And
yeah,
it just falls off like immediately. Another one where there's kind of a preview available, actually. I think either the first episode or the first like 3 episodes, or maybe it was just one long one. It's been a while. Actually dropped for Noblesse like a year ago, maybe longer than that. Yeah. It was a very long time.
Right.
It was before Noblesse even got confirmed to be coming out. So if I mean, like, if you guys are curious, before the season actually starts, you can find that and give that a look and see. But keep in mind that those preview episodes or those preview moments are going to be the best version of what this show is.
Yeah.
And there's some bad parts of what this show is.
Yeah. It just looks so funny. What were you going to say, Brandon?
So I was like, I had to do some research. The director worked on Ghost in the Shell. And I literally could tell, so like it has that like glowy, blurry, everything's filled with smoke, and then obviously it's like a what is it, 820 years later cybernetic type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's gonna be kind of weird because so the director worked on Dot Hack and the one that I just said, Ghost in the Shell, but everybody else that's worked on it has only worked on the other versions of this show. Like their entire careers are working just on this project. So that doesn't seem like a good sign.
I feel like this is going to be everything you don't want. I feel like it's going to remind me of The Devil is a Part-Timer, but bad. Like he's like, I'm an ancient god and now I'm going to high school. That's what it's, but not funny in any way.
I don't think it's gonna be very funny. I think it's like if Vampire Hunter D went to a high school. Is the best
like if you look at the picture in the trailer, like the characters' designs look just like that, like Vampire Hunter D. I don't know. This could easily be good-ish, I guess, but I don't have high hopes. I think
it's gonna hinge on whether or not it's funny.
Yeah.
Which, I don't think the action is going to be enough.
Did we confirm? Are they vampires?
They don't. Okay, so
they don't say yet because they're super old people. These motherfuckers look like vampires.
It's mostly just that one guy that is like a special thing.
I don't know. A bunch of these motherfuckers look like vampires.
If you give a character red eyes, he's a vampire. Like
I don't think
that's how it works.
Well, one of the characters is literally Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Like, the guy with blonde hair is named Frankenstein.
Well, there you go.
In the preview episode that I watched, they don't say. He's just an immortal and comes...
Interesting. We'll see. But, yep, Nobilis, check it out. We're giving it a D. Hopefully that changes in the right direction, but we just don't know yet. So we'll see. Next is one of my favorites of this season. It is another third season. We got Golden Kamui Season 3. This anime is getting a B. And I completely understand why you wouldn't enjoy it. This anime is very on target some episodes, and then will completely take like the hardest left turn on the planet for like an episode and a half.
When it's good, it's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's top tier when it's good. It's just like they jump back and forth between that and like
soup.
A waste of time.
Yeah, so this anime is based on a real Cliff Notes. This doesn't spoil anything. A guy got a big treasure, buried it, wrote a map on tattoos in prison inmates. It's like 50 of them or something like that. And there's a bunch of people trying to find the map. And it's kind of hard to get that map when it's tattooed on people. So some people are trying to write the map. Some people are just skinning people. Basically, that's the plot. And it's just really good when it, like Rob said. But then there's other episodes where it's not even air quote bad. It's not even, it's just like it'll literally be they'll be making miso soup for like 15 minutes of the episode. And it'll make you super hungry.
That's a huge problem.
But it's a good anime. I just like Rob said, it super is half hot, half cold. It's my man from what you call it? My Hero. Thank you. But I like it a lot. Golden Kamui Season 3. If you haven't checked it out, I really suggest it. It's good when it's good. It's bad when it's bad. We're giving it a B. Check it out. Season 3. It should be great. Next here we got... let me triple check. We got nothing but new ones coming up. The next, everything on the list is all new boys. So we'll see what we got here. It's going to be a little trendy, but next we got Akudama Drive. This one was supposed to come out last season, but dude, everything going on, it did get pushed back, and now it is here. We're going to give it a C. Again, kind of neutral game script. We just don't know where it's going to be. The trailer's obviously enticing enough to put it on the list.
I just don't fully understand the trailer. Like, everybody's like praying to this train that drives by, and then next thing I know, there's a cat, a bunch of explosions, there's a cop car chase. Like
I just like the character designs. The animation's typical, but I like the character designs a lot. And
it just reminds me of No Gun Life, like the gritty sci-fi crime type thing. I don't know, but it had like
the best thing about No Gun.
That's the best thing about, but I think
wasn't good other than that.
Yeah, that was I was literally gonna say that's the best thing about No Guns was the world. So if they master the world, but then have actual recognizable, cared about characters.
Yeah, and things happen.
So basically it's one of those like Brandon described, nitty gritty cyberpunk worlds, where police are all over the place, and the criminals are actually called akudamas. So there's not too much known about it. But the big thing that has me interested is the character design. The animation's not like stellar. It's very typical, you know. It's nothing that's gonna blow the top off. But I'm excited. Cyberpunk-esque. We shall see type situation.
Yeah.
It's probably my second favorite new one of this season.
Mm-hmm. I knew it. I had to do some looking up here because the animation I recognized it, and I'm now upset because it's the Kingdom people, the Magmel, and then this is what took it home, and I was like, I knew it. They did the Tokyo Ghoul, all the bad seasons. Studio Pierrot. No, RE2 and then RE. So technically it was 2 seasons. But yeah, so their animators are very similar. But I'm still excited for it. I hope it does well. The trailer shows a little bit, not a lot. That's why we gave it a C, but we'll see. Akudama Drive. Hopefully it pops off like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one I'm gonna butcher, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my best. We got Hanyo no Yashihime. This is going. Yashihime. Oh, excuse me. Obviously.
You uncultured swine.
Yeah, throw on the Snapchat filter. This is going to be the best anime of all time. Doesn't matter what.
No troll.
Yeah, we're going to give it a C. This is the continuation of the great Inuyasha series.
I'm going to vote don't watch it.
It's going to be fire. It is going to be unstoppable. So basically, every character this was Inuyasha, it's their predecessor. Right? Yeah. Their kids, their sires, their kids.
Why are you saying it weird?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's their kids.
It's not going to be good.
It's going to be crazy.
Justice, but Inuyasha.
It's going to be lit. Shishomaru's kid, Inuyasha's kid.
How good it is 15 years from now when
we had to throw it on the list. It could not be good, but I am hopeful because Inuyasha's classic, man. Classic.
Yeah. It is classic, but not for any good reason.
Yeah, right. But we'll see. I need to get the English title on here. But Hanyo no Yashihime, we're going to give it a C. Be very hopeful, and we'll find out. Next, we got another classic boy. We got Dragon Quest. They're coming back to do an anime. It was a really long time ago since their last one. The trailer, which is going to be up here, doesn't show anything. It literally shows my man holding the sword for like 0.3 seconds, and then that's it.
They hit you with that Elder Scrolls trailer.
Yeah, but to give Rob credit, I guess the animation in that picture is good for the 2 seconds it shows it.
The animation looks good. Here's the thing.
Preach, baby boy,
Dragon
preach.
Quest is super popular.
Preach.
They just had a movie release, which was dope. And I think they're gonna put budget in this. I think it's gonna be a great.
They spent so much money on the actual show, they couldn't spend anything on the trailer.
they're like, it don't matter.
They purposely. I mean, it's a retelling of like.
This literally just looks like a cutscene from a Dragon Quest game.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rare, but every once in a while, a good game anime does pop up. So I'm hopeful. Give me a little.
If there was one to do it, it would be Dragon Quest, just because like the little anime scenes that they throw into the games are really well done.
They didn't do that. this game it's Dragon Quest 1. It did not have cutscenes.
Oh, this is from the original.
The original. Yeah, they've already made an anime.
But you know what I'm talking about. Like when you play the game and it does like all the little side like trailer type cutscenes. I guess you would call
this one had not. This is all pixel.
But I didn't realize this was from the very beginning.
But I think they're gonna throw money at it until. I'm
gonna try it. It's what is it? How do you say it? Toei animation. I mean, you gotta at least try it with something they do. I mean, they'd be out there slaying it. So
yeah, but we shall see. Again, the theme of this episode is definitely very neutral script. Oh my God, David Blaine over here. We're already giving it a C. Mainly, just we want to see if the trailer is doesn't show much. We can't, there's not much to go off of, so we're just going to be very neutral, and we'll find out. Only a couple left. This next one we got I'm just gonna call it King's Raid. I'm gonna cut off the stuff I can't pronounce at the end because it's a lot. I do apologize.
You idiot! It's Ishiwushu.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be disrespectful and just butcher it. So King's Raid. We're gonna give it a C.
I like how he does it, and then you go, "I'm not gonna do that."
Well, I was already gonna say that, and then Brandon just goes ham. Yeah. So King's Raid, we're gonna give it a C. We gotta get a demon sword magic one every season, duh.
Oh yeah.
So this is basically set in a world where the current king defeated the demon king. But demons are showing up. Well, no, I don't think so. It's not. He's not there, transported.
I mean, it's as much as Sekai is.
Yeah.
Pick up girls in a dungeon.
That's fair. But the character designs I'm really liking. All the character art and design seems well. It's very cookie cutter animation. You're not gonna go. It's not gonna go crazy. But at least the characters look well done, and I'm hopeful. We haven't gotten a good fantasy anime in a while. So.
I don't know if that's.
Oh. No, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the elf season, or the fairy season from Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, okay. Oh, still don't say it, actually. Never mind. Clack.
No,
I never even watched that, so I don't know.
Oh, you never even watched that? No, that was probably one of their better ones that they've had recently.
The newest one? The big prequel arc?
No, the fairy
sword arc. He means sword arc.
No. I mean, Seven Deadly Sins.
Seven Deadly? They didn't have a fairy arc. It was
not an arc. They had literally probably 90% of the season was about King and where his memory went whenever he killed Homeboy, and then Homeboy was stuck inside of his helmet.
That was 3 episodes, man.
That was 3 episodes.
Yeah, it happened. To Brandon's credit, it happened.
It felt like a lot.
But it was super. It was super 2 episodes.
It feels long because we haven't had a good season of 7.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but yeah, that was 2 episodes. But hopefully the animation is good, when they start fighting, because that's what I'm concerned about. In the trailer, it shows good scenes, but I can see it doing some Baki the Grappler type shit where randomly they'll do CG.
Some
or
some Street Fighter 3 cutscenes.
Yeah, or the main character's armor and the swords look like they might eventually do that, but hopefully not. I hope not, but King's Raid, we're giving it a C. Hopefully it turns out to be really good. And we're on. Magatsu War Heist Zurst. Zurst? I don't know. Is the last but not least here. This is another new one. We're going to give it a B. It also is another magical-esque, based on a game.
Slightly different time period, yeah.
Yeah,
it's two are semi-similar.
Yeah, it's based on a RPG from K-Lab, so we'll see. Again, we already talked about game animes and how a lot of times they're hit or miss. This one looks like it has the backing for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's possible, to be a surprise hit like Bahamut.
I'm with it for that. Yeah. What were you saying?
When it comes to the surrounding world, it looks a lot cooler than stuff we've gotten recently.
It looks very detailed. They have a lot of background stuff.
Mm-hmm. If we had, keep going. My bad.
I was just saying, people fighting in an alley. Right now, I'm watching the scene where they're fighting on the rooftop. Yeah. But people fighting on rooftops and alleys with suspenders and swords and just less. It's a fantasy world without the high fantasy armor and over the top abilities and stuff. It looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, it's weird because I kind of almost want to merge the last two on this list together. Like I want, if we got the animation from War Heist and put it into King's Raid, I think we'd get like a bomb. Because I think King Raid is just gonna lack in animation. Like I think they did that.
I don't know. I feel like I like the time period of
yeah.
We're gonna,
well, my nervousness of it is going to be because it's based on a game that the story might be limited. But
yeah. Oh, that's the big issue. I mean, usually games are longer than the animes that.
Exactly.
But like. I mean, it's hard to say. Copcraft was really good, and that was another fantasy playing with full fantasy time period.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible that this could be good too, and I think the thing that a lot of video game anime suffer from is they're just so posterific of it. Like it's like, oh, here are the characters you know and love, and that's it, and then everything else is bland behind them. But this one, from the trailer, and it doesn't show a whole lot. Like it really looks like they put the effort into. Okay, so like this game is not that detailed. Let's put some stuff behind these people. Let's like fill in windows and have non-essential characters doing stuff in the background. Like I think it could actually be pretty interesting.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Definitely hopeful, but that pretty much wraps it up for this season. Last thing I'll mention is, obviously we're already going to do a separate video on this, but it is in this season. The Demon Slayer train arc comes out as of this day is 21 days, 3 weeks for that bad boy. So we are going to do a separate video on that because I'm beyond hype. Hopefully it is fire. You guys got anything you want to add?
On my channel, coming up tonight, I'll be doing a review. Actually, I'm sorry, next week I'll be doing a review of Iowa Kateru Sport Climbing Girls.
Ooh,
it'll be filled with spoilers.
All right.
You got an advanced copy of the entire season?
Well,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Have you seen our Twitch subscriptions? I think I can do that.
Yeah, Sports Girls. That's looking yeah.
You can come over.
But yeah, that just about wraps it up. Let us know in the comments what you guys think of everything, what you would grade everything. If there's anything we missed, sorry, Haikyuu to the Top, honorable mention, isn't gonna make it. We don't want to talk about it. We don't like volleyball. Sorry. But let us know what you guys like, what you think you're gonna be most excited for. Yes, Rob?
ETA on when we're final grading that we can give people?
By the time this is posting, it'll be a couple days. It'll only be a couple days by the time this is out for you. You'll be able to look at the final grades of summer. So just look forward to it. It'll be in the next couple days. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think of everything. I always want to, I'm always checking the comments of what are there to talk about some anime. As long as you're not spam, them spam bots.
Let us know your opinion on fillers, whether or not you'd like us to be more filler-centric, or I don't know how we could be less, but if you want us to be less.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Not even say the title. This.
Yeah, boy.
Later.
Bye.